Today I'm reviewing the Mont Moondance one-person tent, because finding a good tent that you can trust in hardier conditions can be quite difficult. So I'm Jo from MD Outdoors, a small independent outdoor shop in Nelson, New Zealand.
We stock a wide range of outdoor gear from top brands we love, trust and know performs when it matters.
I've had this tent for about 3 months now, and I've tried it out in some really nice conditions and then in some hardier conditions. Been wild camping, off trail, have been staying in some nice campsites, so a bit of a mixture. And there's so many things that I love about this tent, so let's set it up. So when I'm not in the shop, I'm often out hiking, and I've had a few one-person tents in my time, and I've been trying to find the one that I think gives me the durability that works really well in some hardier conditions or when the weather comes in, but that's still on the light side. So when I was choosing what tent I wanted to get next, space was really important to me, because so many one-person tents are so tiny that once you're in, you're lying down and you can't move at all. So I wanted something that had a little bit more space in it. So what I love about this tent is it's 25% bigger than most one-person tents. So it gets that extra space where you've got your space for your mat lying down, but then there's an internal vestibule that gives you that extra space to put your pack inside as well, and it not feel super crammed if you are out in bad weather and you're just holding up in your tent. So come in, come have a tour. So one feature I like about this door is that you've got the option to open it as a mesh instead of opening the full door, so you get lots of ventilation there. Another thing that I love is this little hook up here so that you can hang your light on here. Just here. And then you've got another mesh vent option here where you can open it out fully, or just go with the little mesh option if you want to. So here's our gear loft, and then our little repair tent pole. You can get this tent in a nylon or a mesh inner. So the mesh is great for summer if you want to stay nice and cool. And then the nylon inner is what I've gone for, which is this one. So that just gives you a bit of extra warmth if you're out and it's cold. It prevents condensation building up. And so far I haven't had any condensation issues when using the tent, which I know I have in the past with some other one-person tents out there. So that's been really, really cool. I like how quick and easy the tent is to set up. So you can set it up, I think I've got it into under 2 minutes so far. But you can also have the option of setting up the tent with the fly and the poles and the footprint, and then you could just save space and wait and just take that if it's going to be a hot night. The guy line setup is really simple and easy, but it's just as effective and strong. But just having the 2 guy lines at the end means that you can set it up in half the time. Okay, so what are the tech specs? So for waterproofness, we've got a 2000mm silicone coated fly. You've got a 25,000mm hydrostatic head on the floor. So if you think about a rain jacket, a good rain jacket is usually 20,000 plus. So 25,000 is awesome, and there's hardly any other one-person tents out there that have such a good waterproof floor.
In terms of the footprint size, the tent is 220 centimetres long, 100 centimetres tall, and then the width at the ends is 92 centimetres, but at the widest point is 118 centimetres. So in the middle, you've got that extra triangle of space where you can lie your pack down next to you. So the mesh inner weighs in at 1,485 grams, and for the nylon inner, the packed weight is 1,525 grams. So it's a difference of 40 grams.
So the mesh option gives you a 3-season tent, and the nylon option gives you a 3 to 4 season tent. You can also buy the inners separately, so you could mix it up if you wanted to and have both options. In the one-person, you've just got the one door and then the extra space in the vestibule the other side. So this freestanding tent is priced comparatively to other ultralight tents out there, but I think the extra price that you're paying is worth it, because Mont's such a great company in terms of its values, in terms of repairing gear and replacing gear. And so then I feel like it's worth paying a little bit more for the service that you get and making sure that the lifetime of the tent is going to last. So it's not the most lightweight tent out there. However, the trade-off with that is this tent is going to give you a lot more warmth and durability in hardier conditions. So I think thinking about what sort of environments you're going to be using your tent, if you're just going to be staying in nice weather in campsites or areas where there's lots of shelter, then yeah, you could save the grams and get something lighter. If you want something where you can take it out and test it more, personally, I'd rather take a tent where the poles are a bit sturdier, the material is going to withstand those conditions so that I'm going to be safer. So I'm happy to carry those extra grams and get that extra space. So would I add this tent to my extensive gear collection? Yes, I would.